I have a massive warning for all Dogecoin holders. Each and every holder needs to watch this video because there's some serious FUD in the market. So let's talk about it. As you can see, Dogecoin's price got another bump of 20% today to 16 cents, before it fell hard to 13.8 cents. And all of this in a matter of 12 hours. This just proves that Dogecoin is one of the most volatile currencies out there. And this also means that a lot of investors thought that Dogecoin is not going to rise above this level and that this was the perfect moment to sell. The problem is that this sell-off has created a lot of FUD in the market, and that FUD is again creating a chain reaction where more people are selling their Doge. Basically, a lot of retail investors get really scared really quickly when a dip like this comes. Take a look at this. This report talks about how in a matter of 1 month, over 700K investors have exited the market. Following them, this week another 50K Dogecoin holders have exited their position. And this is just sad because things are just starting to get better for Dogecoin. We know that Elon has bought Twitter and he'll bring a Dogecoin exclusive payment option on the platform very soon. So we need to keep calm and hold on to our Doge for a little longer. Even some of the big players are supporting Dogecoin right now. So Digital Currency Group founder and CEO Barry Silbert said that he has recently considered buying Dogecoin. This is interesting because this is the same guy who shorted Dogecoin last year. This just goes to show that people's faith in Dogecoin is reviving. And I think that Doge can surge as high as 20 cents by the end of this month. This is because Dogecoin has managed to recapture a crucial level on the monthly time frame after surging nearly 40% on April 25th. It has broken back into its 14 to 20 cents range, and as long as it stays above the green range low, it will have confirmed a return to a 4 to 4% positive wide range. Leading analytics firm Into the Block also revealed that Dogecoin's strong rally yesterday came with massive volume from the derivatives markets. They said that Doge is reacting to the possible acquisition of Twitter by Elon Musk. The volume in perpetual swaps has increased by 6x in 24 hours, reaching a 3-week high of $3.13 billion. So as I said, things are finally starting to look good again for Dogecoin. Now let's look at a really important survey for the crypto industry. So as per a survey published by Bitstamp, the crypto space is on track to become a mainstream industry. The platform conducted a survey with over 28,000 participants, 5,400 senior institutional decision-makers, and 23 retail investors across 23 global markets to try and take a pulse on the sector. A majority of retail responders believe the industry is in its early stages, and so they expect the next 5 years to be crucial for this industry's growth. 75% think digital assets will reach mainstream adoption within 10 years. As seen here, 68% of the institutional responders have been actively recommending crypto to their clients, with a 6% minority taking the opposite stand. And similar to retail responders, 82% of institutions believe crypto will be mainstream in the coming decade. These investors class, the survey discovered, are very active in the space, with 62% trading digital assets over 2 times per week and 54% claiming to have over 30% of their portfolio in cryptos. Another important thing to note here is that retail investors in the developing world are keener to trust digital assets. As seen here, these countries record over 75% in trust in contrast to the 50% or 60% in first-world countries such as the US and the United Kingdom. Now let's move on to crypto adoption. So according to reports, Bitcoin has become an acceptable means of payment for the first time in the continent of Africa. The legislators from the Central African Republic have recently approved the bill to legalize crypto in the country. This new crypto law would reportedly allow citizens to pay their taxes in crypto and allow the use of crypto as a form of payment for businesses. And this isn't the only country to adopt crypto this week. The government of Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina, is planning to allow its citizens to pay some taxes with cryptos. According to local media, the announcement was made by Horacio Rodriguez Larreta, who's head of the Buenos Aires government. Now let's move on to Bitcoin and crypto analysis. As per the latest weekly report from Glassnode, the Bitcoin NVT price model has observed a bullish formation recently. If you don't know, NVT stands for Network Value to Transaction, and the NVT ratio is an indicator that measures the ratio between the Bitcoin market cap and the network transaction volume. Generally, high values of the ratio suggest that the crypto is overvalued right now, while low ones may imply the coin is undervalued. The NVT price model takes the 2-year median of this metric and multiplies it by the current transaction volume. As you can see in this graph, both the NVT price models seem to value Bitcoin at between 32.5K and 36.1K. The two metrics also look to be bottoming out at the moment and potentially showing a reversal. Also, the faster 28-day curve has crossed over the slower 90-day version, and such a formation has historically been bullish for the coin's price. Basically, things are looking bullish for Bitcoin, but at the same time, the report said that we still need some confirmation of time to show that positive momentum is in play. And another analysis came from Will Clement. He said that Bitcoin price currently finding a delicate equilibrium between short-term holder cost basis at $47,000 and the holder implied price at $40,000. The bullish scenario would be a push above SDH cost basis, while a bearish cross would be a sign of potential capitulation to come. So let's see how this plays out. I think Bitcoin can go to 42K by the end of this week. Do you think it's possible? Let me know in the comment section below. Now let's talk about some predictions. A forecast by analysts working in the field of fintech, as interviewed by the tech firm Finder, said that Bitcoin will be priced at 65K by the end of this year. These experts basically said that the Bitcoin rate will continue to grow. They believe that by the end of 2025, Bitcoin will overcome the 179K mark, and at the end of 2030, it will reach 420K. About 67% of respondents are sure that the time to buy crypto has come, and only 9% believe that it is time to exit the asset. 50% of experts are sure that eventually Bitcoin will lose its position as the most popular digital coin, giving way to a more advanced blockchain, and 38% said that Bitcoin will be able to hold its ground. So I think it's pretty incredible that investors and researchers still have a lot of faith in cryptos. Now let's look at some recent data from Into the Block for Bitcoin and ETH. It says that a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum traders are in profit despite the recent pullback of the cryptocurrency. On-chain analytics show that 58.44% of addresses holding BTC and 69.25% of addresses that own ETH are in profit. And this is pretty good. And this is exactly why I think that every investor needs to be informed. There's simply a lot of misinformation out there that's causing a lot of FUD. Coming back to crypto adoption, take a look at this. Just last week, Chainalysis released its study on the 2021 earnings of cryptos with surprising results of industry growth. The United States leads by a wide margin at an estimated $47.0 billion in realized crypto gains, followed by the UK, Germany, Japan, and China. The best part about this is that we see many countries whose collective crypto investment performance seems to be outperforming their rankings in traditional measures of economic prosperity. For example, Turkey ranks 11th in GDP but 6th in realized crypto gains. Also, another interesting finding was that Ethereum just edged out Bitcoin in total realized gains globally. Now, this might reflect increased demand for Ethereum as the result of DeFi's rise in 2021, as most DeFi protocols are built on the Ethereum blockchain and use Ethereum as their primary currency. So ETH might be a decent buy in 2022 if you're looking at alternatives for Bitcoin. Now let's talk about some bad news for Bitcoin and cryptos. So according to a report from Bloomberg, the crypto ETF outflow in March 2022 registered nearly $220 million. And according to the market experts, the crypto ETFs are losing their popularity and the recent variations have raised many concerns. Moreover, the aggregated volume across the various crypto exchanges has also dropped significantly. This could mean that the institutional investors are losing interest in Bitcoin. Another bad news for crypto ETF was that AUSs will have to wait longer to see a crypto ETF. ASX Clear, which is Australia's main equity capital market watchdog, was about to greenlight Australia's first Bitcoin ETF this week. But today, they reported that it's not going to happen. And that's truly sad because ETFs are one of those big catalysts that can pull Bitcoin's price to 45K very quickly. And this is important for smaller currencies like Dogecoin since they mostly follow Bitcoin's trajectory. Now let's come back to Dogecoin. So the correlation with Bitcoin has reached 0.33, which is remarkably low. But the good news is that 57% of the holders are still in profit. If you remember, this is much more than the percentage of holders in profit for both ETH and Bitcoin. The price is hovering around 14 cents, and I think we can easily go to 18 to 20 cents by the end of this month if another announcement comes from Elon Musk. Do you think it'll happen this week? Let me know in the comment section below.